The 5 biggest mistakes that home buyers made in 2021. Hi guys, my name is Tim. I'm a mortgage broker in the state of Arizona, and I'm also licensed in Colorado. Recently, Zillow just posted a survey, and they found that 75% of home buyers had at least one regret, if not a lot more. So, what are the 5 things? Number 1, they focused too much on the aesthetics of the home. In fact, 32% of home buyers said that the home was too small and it didn't exactly meet their needs. Consider this. Look for the right size home and features for your size of family, but never rush into a decision this big, this large, without considering all of the factors that you need in order to maintain your lifestyle. Also, consider like the area, like do you like the school district? If that's important to you, you know, if you have kids, you might want to know about the school district. And all of the other things that might be important to you. Maybe you're going to college or whatever the situation is, check out and do some research on the area prior to moving in there, okay? Now, another thing is, are you going to plan on keeping the home long term? Or is this something where you'd like to buy it now as your first time home and then trade up to something bigger later down the road when you are with a family? Okay, and also for investment properties, it's always been a good time to buy as long as you can get the debt service covered. Then, I mean, I've never seen a problem with real estate, especially with the tax breaks. And I just picked up a nice little place. So I am all in on real estate. I think that's the next dip that we're gonna have, and I'd love to just pick up a few more pieces. All right, number 2 things. The number 2 thing was not considering the cost of maintenance. You're gonna have things like the AC unit, hot water heaters, pools, paint, doors, windows, yard, I can go on and on and on. There's a lot to consider whenever you're looking at your budget. Make sure that you feel comfortable with these things. Take baby steps. Don't buy too much house if you're a first-time home buyer. Just get what you need. And you can always trade up in a few years, or even better, you can just rent that one out, convert it into an investment property while buying a new home. Both times taking advantage of the owner-occupied interest rate. You don't have to refinance this one into a higher interest rate. You can keep that lower interest rate, unless the interest rates have come down. Then we can look at the refinance. Okay. All right, so number 3, waiving contingencies, like the home inspection or the appraisal. They found that 40% of those who waived contingencies said they wish they didn't. Mostly things like the home inspection and the appraisal. These are the 2 most common to waive. I've had investors though that were waiving contingencies, but at least they were still getting the home inspection. What you don't want to do is go into a house that the aesthetics look great on, right? And everything looks great. And it looks like it's been flipped and it's a nice property, but then you find out that it needs a new AC and that some major plumbing or electric work needs to be done right after you move in. Those kind of things are the things to look for, and that would all be caught within the home inspection. All right, number 4, not hiring a realtor. Believe it or not, one of the number 1 complaints that everybody had was they didn't feel informed throughout the process. What happened, I think, was the fear of missing out kicked in, or what they call FOMO. And it's easy to go out and call the first agent that you see on Zillow or whatever. And there's just, everybody became a real estate agent all of a sudden, right? So they end up feeling a little bit of buyer's remorse after they close because they weren't really confident in the process with their agent. In my opinion, hiring the right real estate agent will help keep you informed throughout all the process, and they do all the heavy lifting. Like, they literally do everything. This shouldn't be a business decision for you unless you're an investor. All right, number 5. Believe it or not researching all loan options prior to shopping for a home loan. What are these people thinking? I know it's super exciting to go out and shop for a home. Just like it's super exciting to go ahead and hit that like button and smash the notification bell and hit subscribe as well. But make sure that you interview at least 2 or 3 loan officers. And here's why. I think you need to interview a loan officer with a bank. I think you need to interview a loan officer with a broker. And I think you need to compare the two side by side and also see who you felt like working with the best. Because I think you're gonna find that the brokers might be a little cheaper on some deals and the banks might be a little cheaper on some deals. So you definitely need to make sure that you're getting the best option for you. Make sure that you're shopping your loan, you're checking out all the costs. What are the costs of moving in? What are the costs of my HOA? What are the costs of the maintenance? You know, am I gonna have to worry about a water heater? All these things. So here's what I would do. I would ask them to present their numbers to me first, and then I'm gonna pull out the worksheet that I got from the other lender and tell them, hey, look, we're gonna match it, you're gonna beat it, right? So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you do your shopping this way, rather than just going to the first person that you meet at Costco, maybe. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope that this information is helpful, not only now, hopefully this video lines up for a long time. I mean, I think the bottom line here is number 1, hire a realtor, right? Number 1, hire a realtor that you can work with full time. Number 2, make sure that you interview them. Ask them how the process goes. If they don't know some of these like simple little tips, then maybe move on and interview another realtor, right? And then shop for a home loan. Make sure you get an inspection and don't rush into any of these decisions too quickly. You never want to make a mistake on something this big. All right, folks, well, that's all for now. Hope that you found this information helpful. If you did, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. All right, we'll talk to you later.